We're now in the bunker that we found underneath a Lebanese house in a Shia village only a couple of kilometers from our border. This bunker was ready for Radwan forces, for a battalion of Radwan forces to enter into this bunker and do a raid into Israel and do a larger scale of massacre than the 7th of October. They were planned with the motorcycles here to go to Kiryat Shmona, to Iftach, to villages and positions inside Israel and conduct a massacre. They were only here a couple of days ago. In those beds with those weapons here, we found the fresh coffee and food here in this compound, underneath a Lebanese village, underneath a Shia house. This wasn't supposed to be here. 1701 should have prevented it. We need to impose a 1701, a fully imposed 1701 this area, so Hezbollah can never be next to our border with such infrastructures that can do a Conquer Galilee plan like he planned. Hassan Nasrallah, this ruthless terrorist that we eliminated, that is responsible for the deaths of many people, not just Israelis, Germans, Americans, French, and others. The world is a better place without Hezbollah. The world is a better place without Nasrallah. Nasrallah thought he understands Israel. He was wrong, and he was eliminated. And all our enemies should know, whether they are close or far away in Iran, they should know that we are determined. We are determined to supply security and safety to our citizens. We have only two missions: to bring our citizens back home next to the border in safety and security, and to bring back home 101 hostages that are being held in ruthless conditions in Gaza.
Well, millions of Israelis are living in fear. This is not a secret. We are under attack from multiple um, uh, countries and terror groups. If it's from the Houthis and Iran, mostly are the biggest sponsor of everything, and every Israeli feels it. We all, the organization that I represent, United Hatzalah, we deal with thousands of emergencies every day. A lot of them are emotionally stressed people who cannot tolerate anymore running to the shelter. A lot of people get injured running to the shelter all the time. And my own children, I feel it, my grandchildren. This is a big toll on the Israeli people. Well, today we had alerts to the most of the country. Um, these are drones that are coming in and missiles that are coming in from mostly the north, from the Hezbollah, from the terrorist group Hezbollah in Lebanon, and they were going towards almost every city besides Jerusalem. And I'm actually near the airport now, and the airport of Israel was. Everyone had to run around the cities surrounding the airport, had to go into shelter. This is after yesterday we had a terrible incident, and that scared a lot of people. So people take it very seriously. So when we have these missile alerts, which is unbelievable, this is the Israeli people care about life. So we have these alerts for many years to warn people. And I don't think any Israeli doesn't take it seriously now.
And of course, the operation continues on multiple fronts in terms of the IDF trying to take out these terror networks. In Lebanon, the action is happening in the skies above from the Israeli Air Force and on the ground too. The operation continues. What's your sense of how that military operation to take on Hezbollah is going?
Well, I see, and I think every Israeli sees incredible efforts and success of the IDF to eliminate the threat we have in Lebanon, not Iran, which is we didn't get there yet, and we need the world's help for that. The Lebanon front is a big problem for Israel for 18 years, and before that too. But the 18 years ago, they had a ceasefire with agreements. From the UN was supposed to watch over to make sure that the groups of Hezbollah don't come back towards the border and do not build these terror cells that they had before 2006. And I think now we're revealing through the IDF's work, incredible work of the brave soldiers who are going in and seeing huge amounts of terror cells and tunnels, which we never imagined there is, so many of them. UN knew about this because while they were building them, and this is a big threat to Israel and to the whole region. And now, thank God, thanks to the IDF, we're able to find some of them and eliminate a lot of them. Hopefully, they will do the job and get rid of the terrible group of Hezbollah once and for all.
And of course, discoveries are made all the time as the IDF makes progress in southern Lebanon. It's been revealed today that Hezbollah was storing weapons near a UNIFIL base. Now, that is the UN peacekeeping force, which is meant to be pushing Hezbollah back to the Litani River. But how worrying is it that Hezbollah has been able to hide weapons, store weapons near a UNIFIL base?
Well, UNIFIL has just shown its real face. UNIFIL is the biggest scam that's going on in the north of Israel for 18 years. UNIFIL demands billions of dollars from taxpayers from all around the world who are paying to keep the peace, which apparently they didn't do anything to do that. They didn't do anything to stop the Hezbollah from coming back. They didn't do anything to report about the billions and billions of dollars that were coming in from Iran towards the Hezbollah to build all these terror, huge terror organization on the border of Israel. UNIFIL should be stopped. They should get rid of UNIFIL from the north of Israel, find another solution. We cannot live like that. Israelis are suffering all over the north of Israel, now all over the center of Israel, maybe even the south of Israel, because the UNIFIL did not do their job. And this is unfortunately the UN's fault in this situation.
And so how do you think Israel should respond to the Iran ballistic missile attack the other week?
Well, I think right now it all shows, we need to once and for all get to stop the fear coming in from Iran towards Israel and many other countries. We're talking about Saudi Arabia, the Emirates, Bahrain, and many other peace-loving countries that are suffering because of Iran and their long arm. Iran their bylaws are really clear. They want to destroy Israel. Then they want to go to Europe, including England and other countries, and get to America. They say this clearly: death to Israel, death to America, and everything in between. So we need to wake up now before it's too late. If, God forbid, one of these missiles that hit Israel just 2 weeks ago would have been with nuclear explosives, this would have been the end of Israel. And imagine to yourself, these people living in Iran, if we were all Shiite Muslim, they would never do this. They want everyone to be like them. That's why they want to kill us. And the next ones in line are not Israel. After they finish with Israel, according to their dream, is Europe and then America. So we need to now all together, unite to get rid of this terror cell, really terror funder and terror organization. And it's not Iran, it's the people of Iran want peace. If the people of Iran want to live like regular human beings, this is the Ayatollahs who are controlling Iran. We need to stop them and we need to eliminate them.